rationalizing the denominator. So you have to be able to simplify radicals in order to rationalize the denominator. What does it mean to rationalize the denominator? Basically, if I am giving you anything with a root in the bottom of a fraction, this is a no, can't have it, won't have it, we gotta fix it. First, 3 basic steps to solving or rationalizing the denominator. Make sure to note here in this example, I'm just looking at the radical when I'm multiplying by a fraction by 1 in radical format. So when I look at my fraction, I have square root of 3 in the bottom, so that's what I have to multiply on top and bottom to be able to multiply by 1. Make sure to pause the video and write this down if you need to. So my first step is to simplify the radical. Well, 2 is already a prime number, so I don't have to do any simplifying of the square root 2. So now I just have to rationalize the denominator. And like I said before, you want to multiply by 1. So I want to get rid of this square root right here, so I have to multiply by the square root of 2, because that will give me pairs. Now whatever I multiply on bottom, I have to multiply on top the exact same thing, because now it's basically multiplying by 1, so any number over itself is 1. So I multiply across, 5 times square root 2 becomes 5 square root 2. You cannot combine those two numbers because 1 is on the outside of the radical sign and 1 is on the inside. And then on the bottom, this is one of 2 ways. You could either rewrite this as the square root of 4, or else you could see I have a pair, so I could circle 1 and cross 1 out. Either way, this becomes 2. Then you want to see, can you simplify the fraction, the numbers that are not within radicals? In this case, 5 over 2 does not simplify, so my final answer would be 5 square root 2 over 2. So the second one, for square root of 27, first I want to simplify the radical. I'm going to do my factor tree. So 3 times 9, 3 times 3. So I'm going to circle 1 and cross 1 out. So this actually becomes 3 over 3 square root 3. This 3 came out, and this is the only 3 left on the inside. Now when I look at this fraction, I see that I can simplify this equation before I rationalize the denominator, because 3 over 3 is going to give me the same thing as 1 over 1 square root 3. So now I'm going to rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by square root 3 on bottom so that my root cancels. So whatever I multiply on bottom, I have to multiply on top. So it's going to be square root 3 over 3. Because again, I can circle 1 and cross 1 out because I have a pair. And that's my final answer. So you should pause the video for the last one and see if you get the same answer as I do. Your final answer for the last one should be negative square root 6 over 12. Because to simplify the radical first, you should get 2 square root 6. So you have to multiply by square root 6 over square root 6. And then your 6's become a pair. So this 2 still has to be multiplied by whatever number, and 6 is this in this case, comes out of the root. So that is how I got the 12.